All right, we're gonna get to the next topic. Dwight Howard returning to the Lakers. So we're gonna talk about that. Dwight Howard returning to the Lakers. Also, Jamal Crawford and Mike Beasley signed to the Nets. Go ahead, Bo. Talk about it.
All right, man. So I guess we'll start off with Dwight Howard, bro. So I was looking at some stats today, and whenever Dwight scores double digits in points, the Lakers ain't lost but one game. So that shows you how important he is to our bench. You know, even though his stats ain't nothing but like 7 and 7, it's the impact he has on the game when he comes in the game. Like, the defense don't drop off. And honestly, in my opinion, I think the defense actually goes up when Dwight comes in. He's still a rim protector, still a good rebounder. And I don't know if y'all remember the specific game I'm talking about, but Dwight actually has some decent passes in the game. So I think Dwight Howard's energy is what the Lakers really need, because a lot of times JaVale just seems like he don't really be in it. So, I think Dwight Howard coming into Orlando is major. Without Dwight, I can't guarantee the Lakers can win the championship. Just my opinion. Now, on the flip side of that, let's go and talk about the Nets. I just don't think Jamal Crawford really got that much left in the tank, bro. I mean, I know he can still score the ball, still got a mean handle, but it doesn't mean anything when they actually need. Can he really, lead a team when they need him to? I don't think he's out there doing what Lou Williams is still doing. You know what I'm saying? You got to forget it. What, Jay Crossover is how old, 40?
Yeah. Shit, he had 51 last year, though, when he played, though. Remember the last
he can get a bucket, bro, but my thing is when you start to get over that threshold of 36, 37, you ain't doing that shit every night.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, you might scratch up a good game, and then you're done the rest of the games. Now, to talk about Beasley, everybody always says the same thing about Michael Beasley. He had all this potential. He never did reach his potential, the number 2 pick. I still do think Beasley can score the basketball, and he can rebound. He had some decent games when he was with the Late Show, but I do feel like a key to him signing with Brooklyn, people don't forget that Kevin Durant and Beasley grew up together. So if anybody can get Beasley to actually come and play, it's going to be somebody he grew up with since he was a teenager. They're real close. Maybe he can be in his ear and keep him motivated, because I always thought that Michael Beasley's biggest downfall, he just don't want it. You know what I'm saying? He got the skill, but he don't want it. I was reading an article today. It was talking about how people remember him and LeBron going head up in Miami, and LeBron was pretty much waxing him the whole time. Take that back. Beasley was actually beating LeBron one-on-one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like he can get a bucket. He got some nice moves. The kid is really smooth. Like I said, he rebounds, but is he going to have the mentality to come in and actually play team basketball and winning basketball? And when it all boils down to it, I just don't think that those two guys are going to be enough for Brooklyn. Hopefully they prove me wrong, but I just don't see it.
I'll talk about it real quick. My opinion is, first of all, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard, he needed to come back for the Lakers to win the championship. If they was going to have a chance to fully win, they needed him. And I'm not saying it because he's a great player anymore. Like, he's still a decent player. But his role and his size was essential. That's why the Lakers been so good this year, because they've just been the biggest team out there for the most part. So, he had to come back. Otherwise, the weight was going to be too much on JaVale. And so him coming back was essential. I do feel like he'll do what he has to do, but if you put too much on Dwight at this point in his career, you're asking for trouble. So and then as far as Jamal Crawford and Mike Beasley, I like the pickups. I really like him if Kyrie and Kevin was still playing, because then they would be good complementary pieces. But they're not gonna. You asking these dudes to come from overseas and from their couch, basically to come in and make an impact in his last few games. I don't see it happening. Go ahead, Sid.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with the Beasley and Jay crossover. Pickups for the Nets. I mean, I feel like it's like the best that they can get at this point. I mean, you've pretty much lost everybody. Like, you know, Kyrie's hurt, KD's out. Spencer Dinwiddie, who's been one of your, you know, most consistent players, he caught the COVID, and the doctors advised that he not go, you know, to the bubble.
Forgot about that.
And he was averaging 20 points a game this year. And you know, Spence Dinwiddie has always been he's been a solid player. Like he's a pretty good player. And I mean, I like the kid. But like you say, at this point, I mean, the Nets, I honestly feel like they don't really even want to be there. And I feel like the playoffs would be better if they just went to like a straight 16-team format, because no one is going to want to watch the Brooklyn Nets in the playoffs, to be honest with you. And
not even Kyrie and KD will watch that game.
Right, and I mean, that team is so decimated by injuries, the COVID. I mean, DeAndre Jordan's not there. I mean, you're not even talking about him, and he was starting center. He caught, you know, the COVID, and he's been out, and he's not coming. So I mean, it's just
they got my boy Allen.
It's just too much to overcome for them. I mean, hopefully they can hang on to their playoff spot, but it's looking pretty slim if you're depending on a 40-year-old Jamal Crawford and a Mike Beasley who just, you know, popped up and, you know, now I'm ready to play. Like, but as far as the Lakers, getting D12 back, you know, is huge, because, you know, that's, like you say, that's what has enabled the Lakers to be successful this year, is that they can literally play pretty much 2 7-footers the entire game, something that most teams can't do.
Right.
And Dwight, you know, he is an integral piece to that bench. You know, even when we get like slow as far as scoring wise, defensively, like Pat said, I feel like the defense does get a little bit better. You know, he literally shuts the paint down and doesn't, you know, make a lot of those stupid fouls. I mean, he keeps, you know, penetration down out the lane. Like, I mean, he covers everything. He can close out on shooters, switch out on guards.
Defensive player of the year like 4 times for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, he's still, like, when you have Dwight Howard, a defensive player of the year, coming off your bench as the backup center, which, and if you can make an argument that he should be starting, that's huge. That lets you know that your team is deep. And, you know, obviously, like I say, he's a big part. And like Pat said, Lakers definitely needed him back in order to make this run, because without him, and, you know, let's say JaVale gets COVID, then that changes the entire dynamics of the team.
Thanks. All right, man.
Shout out to Rob Pelinka. Rob, get on them phone lines and make it happen, big Rob.
Sir.
Oh, man, I'm going to let you have your little Rob celebration today, my guy.
Hey, man.
Executive of the year, man.
We're not going to go there, man. We'll talk about that another time.
Executive of the year, man.
Holler at me when y'all win it all, man. I'm going to give Rob his credit.
Lottery to
Pick
first.
up your phone.
Right, lottery to first place in the West, one off season.
Pick up your phone when the Claw win it all again in New Jersey. Pick up your damn phone, because I'm going to be blowing your shit up.